Hello, my name is Tina Rose. This is a people pleaser support group. I have been summoned to change the trajectory of your life. I am coming on today because I had an experience and it was another healing, and it's short and sweet. Sweet, bittersweet, whatever. But I wanted to share it with you, the practical steps of how healing can roll out or unfold. And this was around me being frustrated with making videos. I don't know if you've watched any of my other videos, but I was just using the free version of a video editor. I was working with an older laptop. I started having trouble not being able to have long video clips and not being able to use all the features I wanted to use. And through my research, I discovered that I didn't have enough RAM, I didn't have enough memory. So, on that old laptop, so I started using a newer laptop that I already had. It was only a year or two old. I didn't really have that much on it, but I had problems with it as well. Yeah, and what I figured out was it was only like 8 gigabyte RAM and it was low storage. So I just didn't have enough RAM and memory. And what I decided to do, I'm determined. I have been summoned to change the trajectory of your life. So I was determined to do what I needed to do to be able to continue to make videos the way I want to make the videos. I did all the work, right? I had done all the research. I kept trying. So I went out on Black Friday and I purchased a new laptop. I got the most RAM, 32 gigabytes, that I could get in a laptop with the most storage, 2 TB, most storage. And I said, okay, this should work. But I'm not attached to my expectations. Or maybe I was. I was saying that in my head, but maybe I was, because this is what happened. So I started going through doing these little clips, um, and I would practice, and learn how to use the upgraded version. I purchased a monthly subscription to an upgraded pro version of the video editor. So when I was making the teddy bear energy um, video, or making that, I did all the things and I was feeling good. I'm like, oh, I'm excited. I get to use the features I want to use. And I uploaded the video. It was only 21 minutes long. Um, but I had a little problem in there, but I found before I did the upload, but I found a way to work around it. And I was a little bit disappointed. I'm like, well, that shouldn't be happening. I've got like the most RAM, the most storage. But I kept going. I found a way to get through it, uploaded the video. And when I posted it or published it on YouTube, one of the clips inside the video had no volume. And I was like staying somewhat in my clarity, my awareness that, okay, this is happening for me, but I still felt frustration. I mean, right? Who wouldn't? So I was said, okay, let me feel my feelings, because I'm needing to learn how to feel, recognize that I'm feeling something and feel my feelings so that I can move through it and not hold on to it and push it down and hold it in my body. And so I was going through the process of feeling the feelings, the frustration. I was like talking out loud. I wanted to make sure that I expressed and felt. I was like, I have done everything, right, to get the ability to be able to make the clips and have the content that I want to help people or to share for those who are looking for it. And it's still not working. Yes, I'm frustrated. And I had some tears, releasing stress, and I allowed it. I allowed it. Okay. So then I'm just sitting there in front of the computer, kind of like resting after I expressed and felt the feelings, but I was still, not at the end of it. And finally, I got quiet in my mind and I breathed. I just took some deep breaths. And I said, okay, what next? And then I said out loud, yes, my human is frustrated. But this is all an illusion. I know it is the ego activity, which is not me. This is all an illusion. I am all knowing, timeless, and unlimited. So I continued to stay quiet and I just waited. I waited for my higher self, my inner knowing, my inner wisdom, my truth to tell me, show me, make me have a feeling about what and how this was going to transpire. How was I going to know what to do next? Because I had tried everything. And I didn't want to stay in the ego activity of trying to figure it out. So I said, okay, my higher self has a name, has given me a name, Astoria. Astoria, it's up to you. I give it all to you. And I just waited quietly. And just these steps that felt like thoughts were coming into my mind or my awareness just to do this. Go back to the software and scroll down and click on something that was there. And I wasn't familiar with all of these things. So it was just coming to me. So I did that. I scrolled down. Once I first clicked into the software again, the video editor, and I saw, okay, there's the one I've done before. I wasn't sure. I didn't know it would be there, but there it was. It was the version of the video of all the clips together before I uploaded it to my hard drive. So, okay, that's a good step. So I opened it up. And as I looked at the timeline, which are the clips that feel and make your video, I noticed that one of the little icons, the volume icon on one of the clips looked different from the other ones. And that one clip was muted. That was completely, not conscious on my part. I had not an idea that that's the way that feature worked. But my higher self led me to the solution. Once I felt the feelings, acknowledged them, went through them, moved through them, and let them release, uh, and then ask for the guidance. The knowing is always there. It just gets covered up by our ego activity, being upset. And that's okay. We're in this human body. Our human body is inside our energy, our aura. So this is what we have to do. We have to move through that uncomfortableness, that feeling, that emotion, the frustration in this case. And I did. And that's how beautifully it worked out. And I wanted to share that with everyone so that you can have practical examples of how to look at your feelings, how to get the solutions that you want. And I'm going to leave it there with this video and this content. And I wish everyone um, happy travels with your healing, happy travels with working through the things that are coming up for you to heal and let go of. Release it, give it up to be transmuted into love and light. Alchemize all of it. That's what I've heard that December is for. And I want to say, we love you and blessed be, my friend.